Check in now with Mark to get an update on the forecast. And, you called it today. This is pretty much the way you thought it would play out.
Today.
And it's still playing out right now with the main event really tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised at the intensity of the cold air, how quickly it moved in, right on schedule. Models have done really well. So I'm kind of concerned about what we're seeing here. Metro area now, luckily for damage-wise, we're going to get a lot of snow here in the metro area and avoid an ice storm. I think there'll be freezing rain and ice pellets mixed in. But yeah, obviously tomorrow's our first alert weather day. In fact, all of our viewing area, both west and east of the Cascades, including down to the Central Coast. So just for the Portland metro area, we have a strong east wind and temperatures in the upper teens to around 20. Just for reference, if we were to stay below 20 all day tomorrow, we have not done that in 33 years since I was in college. I remember when it happened, 1990. But gusts 30 to 50 in the usual east wind areas. If you live anywhere other than the usual east wind areas, the West Hills, Central and East Portland, you're not going to get strong wind up in Clark County. You won't get strong wind western Washington County. Don't worry about it there. But that gives us wind chills below zero most of the day in the metro area. 2 to 6 inches of snow. When you add in the wind and the snow and temperatures in the upper teens, that's blowing and drifting snow. So this is like Cascades coming up in the metro area tomorrow. Difficult travel, of course, snow-packed roads. Okay, here's a view at Chinook Winds Beach Cam. I think you'll get some freezing rain there tomorrow. Notice the dry and cold wind has arrived, 34 degrees. There's a skiff of snow on the tarp there. You had a little bit of snow in the South Salem Hills. You're getting flurries now. That's Willamette Valley Vineyards. Notice how cold it has gotten all the way down to there. And in Salem, you're all frozen as well, 26 degrees. You have, I think, a pretty major ice storm that's going to occur in the Central Valley. More on that in just a second. So the cold air has moved in. We know that. We're actually only getting the edge of the cold air. The real Arctic air is moving into Montana. See all the blue there? Meanwhile, look at all this moisture approaching. Just so much precipitation is on the way. That's the problem. So the timing on this, 4 a.m., we're starting to see the action pick up, freezing rain and ice pellets. We think models are shoving too much warm air overhead in. Notice this model would say, hey, there's a lot of ice pellets mixed in the metro area. Maybe not that much, but at 7 a.m., it's snowing. The storm is on at 7 a.m. It really reaches its peak intensity during the afternoon hours. You can see low pressure curling towards the coastline. It goes into our south, keeping the north and the east wind going. By 11 p.m., we're drying out. Sunday, everything just sits there frozen under mainly cloudy skies. I do think on Monday, east wind should blow out the clouds for sunshine, but I think Monday we're only going to be in the upper 20s at best, which means some melting on some sunny roads, and that's it. All right, now, snowfall-wise, our models have been pretty good agreement that it's mainly from the metro area north up towards Kelso and Longview, we think. Pretty good shield of 6 inches of snow up in this area, maybe out to the coast. And then, of course, the gorge gets all snow, the Cascades get all snow, and quite a bit of snow, 6 inches more in eastern Oregon. Here's the problem, ice storm. We don't want to see this again, but I think it's going to happen again. From Salem to Eugene, very shallow cold air, tons of moisture over the top. And look at these snow ice accumulation totals. An inch of ice would be just devastating all through the Central Coast Range, trees over highways, all the way out to the North Coast as well. If that happens, I haven't seen an inch of ice on the Oregon coast, I don't think, in the last 30 years. So this is going to be a big power outage thing in the Coast Range, North Coast, and also in the valley. We'll cover that more in the bottom. All teens in the metro area, strong east wind. I think there'll be damaging east wind east of I-205, gusts out in Gresham 50, 60. And then Sunday, the wind does calm down a lot. We're back to a regular east wind these 2 days. So that kind of slows the warm up. And then on, that's Monday, so that's through MLK Day. So the next chance for some significant melting, some on Tuesday, but I just have this feeling the cold air won't be all gone when some light rain arrives Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. So we'll see if that is freezing rain briefly again. It would not be snow, too warm above. And then finally, we should get out of it on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So lots more to talk about in the bottom of the hour. So I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. We'll see you soon, Mark. Thank you.